Good evening, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is David Okon, and welcome to the summer time in the United Kingdom. Living in summer in the United Kingdom. This is a time when people come together to enjoy the weather, to enjoy the sunshine, beautiful spaces, people coming together to enjoy what is summer in the United Kingdom, in Europe, in the temperate region, in terms of regional geography. You are welcome to this channel. If you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, leave a comment, click the notification bell, and share with family and friends so that you don't enjoy the wonderful video alone. So we're looking at our experience in the United Kingdom in summer. Everyone doing their best to enjoy what is summer. Summer is a season, fall season in the temperate region here in Europe, in America, Asia, Oceania, in part Africa, and parts of Asia experience different type of climate, especially Africa. When the sun is shining, it may rain or it may not rain, but it is hot. This is a time where most people enjoy holiday time. It is a time when people come together, people shop, people go on holiday, they mix in parks, on the streets, enjoying the wonder of nature. The sun is shining. Here on this street in London, people are coming together doing different things. Classic cars. People come, park classic cars, and children are enjoying. Parents, some children are actually set in the car to drive the cars. Bentley, Rolls Royce, these are classic cars. Classic cars, even if they are old, classic cars goes up in value. BMW, Audi, German makes, British makes. The sun is shining on the street. This is a street market in London during summer. Market is the product of the economic system of capitalism. If you watch this video with the rest of my video, I talk about the cost of living crisis, where in a country like Britain, the rich commingle with the poor, the middle classes. The rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer. Under capitalism. Capitalism is an economic system controlled and managed by the political system and processes. So the market is part of this economy in what you see in this video. The car economy, as you see in this video, whether it is driven, whether the cars are parked and viewed, it's a picture of people shopping in supermarket, in the street market, in shops. It is an example of a country in a world of freedom. A world where, or a season where people concentrate on enjoying themselves to the limit, to the utmost. They enjoy themselves. They take time of their work, their employment, self-employment, their entrepreneurial works in the country, out the country, locally, globally. So people take time to celebrate their health and their wealth, expressing and exercising the excellence which is humanity. They come together to interact, to exercise, to proclaim the essence of humanity in unity, in strength. They operate in near perfection, enjoying the sunshine which comes only one season in a year in the temperate region, in which Britain exists. So they come, they exercise their human rights, they explore their horizons, they reveal the excellence which is humanity and the society they have created. So I'm giving thought to pictures, and in this videoing, subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed. Thank you so much for your activity. Children sitting in fantastic looking vehicles, they're vintage vehicles. They are old vehicles, they are not new, and they are classic in that sense. If a car is a vehicle is classic, it means it goes up in value. The older it is, the vintage it displays, and people are fascinated looking at these machines. They are very rare, unlike what people drive in normal days. People driving on the street normally in the newer generation of cars, which are normal, comparable to what is vintage, with what is classic. The older, the better. That's what you see. And this is what I found, and that is what I recorded. People also drive, going to the supermarket, going to meet and greet with friends, families. This is the idea of summer. This is what people do. You are talking also of car economy. You're talking about of the market system. You are talking about the essence, the providence of technology. You talk about society, talk about progress, human progress, technological development. How we do different type of progress under a system of capitalism, producing wealth and also providing health. Time comes, time changes. We are in summer when the sun is hot. And after summer, we are going to enter into autumn. After autumn, we go back to winter, which is extremely cold. And then spring, which is cold, shiny, fresh breeze. And the cycle continues. After spring, we go back to summer. We just came from spring this year, and the cycle within the 4 seasons is what people enjoy, rejoicing. Times when people take time off doing different things. And that is what I took pictures and now making comments. Leave a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are about summertime. Leave a comment, leave your experience, leave a comment on your experience of what you do, what you don't do during summer. Stay tuned, continue watching. Welcome to this YouTube channel. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Click like if you haven't click like. Click the notification bell so that you don't miss. Share with family and friends so that they also enjoy. And let me know your thoughts. So I decided to talk about summer. What people are doing, the money they have in their pockets, or the money they don't have in their pockets. Normally, when people have money or they don't, they still shop. And that is what the market is about, shopping. With money, with cash, with credit, you name it. This is what normally happens in our modern society. This is the society in which we live. This is society which we created for this and the next generation. Society we inherited from our ancestors. And we have inherited capitalism, which is a political system managing the global economy and the local economy. This is the United Kingdom in London. And what you see on this street is a sign of our activity. When we come together, exercising strength, proclaiming unity, we give and we receive love, care, attention, celebrating our enterprises, celebrating our holidays, our taking breaks from what has been midway throughout the year. We are 2 months, we are now in August, 2 months past halfway here in June. We end in December in winter. January, February, and part of March. It's pretty cold here in the UK. So people make the best use of summer in this marketplace. This is a street market in London, in the United Kingdom. If you watch the rest of my video and this, I have talked a lot about the cost of living prices. I've talked a lot about the United Kingdom, the globe, and a few countries around the world, in the East, in the West. and also in Africa. In the United Kingdom, I also drew attention to what country it is in terms of geography, in terms of demarcation, in terms of nationality. We have England, we have Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland from the United Kingdom. This is London in England. England is also the capital of London, rather, is the capital of the United Kingdom and of London as well. But England formed the largest, probably 50% of the United Kingdom is composed of England, in which the English culture, the English people, culture, customs, and language originates and spread across the globe. I've always, in my various conversations, made propositions that the UK is the most powerful country on the earth. And leave a comment below if you think the United Kingdom is a global power. I think it is a global power, and since the advent of colonialism, imperialism, call it what you like. Imperial comes from empire. Empire is proof of Britain exercising dominance across the globe. And this has been the story of our civilization, coming from Britain inheriting empires or imperialism from Rome. We had the Roman Empire, we had the Ottoman Empire, we had the Persian Empire, we have the Babylonian Empire. All these empires are connected, culminating in what is now British Empire. My argument has been the British Empire declined. It probably didn't collapse. It probably still operates under the auspices of the United Kingdom, United Nations. Leave a comment below if you think the British Empire is still alive and kicking. The city of London is by far the most powerful instrument of our global financing. It is here in London. It's a financial center. I could suggest also to propose that London now is set to overtake New York, Tokyo, and also capital cities around Europe, including in Germany and the rest of the globe. So it is easy or not so easy to estimate the strength of Great Britain, and a lot of people pay attention to America, which is quite important. America is a military superpower, is an economic superpower, but if you look at the history of America, it is so easy to connect with the English people in the first place, the English world, but also Britain and Europe. And if you look at the World Bank and the IMF, which practically finances a global economy, and the World Bank and the IMF are in Europe, and these European financial instruments are controlled by the City of London. So in other words, London is the house of the City of London, actually drives the global economy. That is a lot of power. Without the economy, without the market, without capitalism, the world comes to a standstill. Leave a comment below and join this conversation to look at the essence of society in terms of wealth, in terms of development, in terms of culture. You look at the rest of my other videos. I've spoken in terms of speaking of the cost of living crisis, speaking in terms of progress, in terms of development and culture, which is what underpins this program, in this YouTubing program. In the comment below, let me know your thoughts. And from time to time, I'll be doing different things, but in the end, whatever I'll be doing, I'll be talking about globalization, talking about culture and development. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, subscribe, share this video with family and friends. Click like, click notification bell. Sooner or later, I will resume doing live streaming, and there is so much to talk about. There is so much to think about, and there is a lot of things to talk about. Our lives, we are full of stories. Something look forward to discussing, talking about, and anticipating. Your response is a work in progress. YouTube is a good place to be. And if you know YouTube, if you like YouTube, if you don't like YouTube, it's a social media infrastructure. It is somewhere people can congregate. You can open your YouTube channel and share your views and express your opinions, and maybe educate people, maybe just raise issue here, raise issue there. It's always good to talk, and that's what YouTube is about. And there are good things, there are bad things, there are ugly things, but that is because we are human. Humanity is full of dynamism, and we do good things, we do bad things, and we are the authors of our destinies. We make choices. We choose what to think and what to believe, and what we think is what we also become. If we think evil, we become evil. If we think righteousness, we think righteous. We become righteous. And that is a problem, and also a solution. Is a source of despair, but also of hope. Because if we fight such as we do in the Middle East, we fight because we choose to fight, which is a source of problem, but also a source of hope. Because if we can choose to do one thing by way of thinking one way or the other, then that is a sign of hope, but also it can be a sign of trouble. Because if we think war, we think death, we think destruction, then sooner or later, the fate of humanity will be more and more obscure, and until we start thinking positively, rightfully, and correctly, to choose one thing or another. In our example, choosing peace other than war. Until humanity learn peace and begin to practice peace and start thinking peace and start teaching peace, learning peace, we are going to end up with situation we find in the Middle East now, situation we find in Israel, in Hamas, in Gaza, in Ukraine, in Russia, in many parts of Africa. And then we also think of environmental warfare. You see, we run countries, we manage continents. You see, we run the globe. We set an economic system. Like I've said previously, talking about capitalism, we create wealth. We design system of welfare and development. Many aspects of these estates. See, we create functions. We design systems. We manage our society. We operate technology, such as to see when you drive a car, when you climb on an airplane, and different kind of machines for health, for wealth, for entertainment, for war. These are your technological progress, which can be for peace or for war, for building or for destroying. It is our choosing. It is our enterprising. As we work, as we produce successes, as we build, as we destroy, and create failures or setbacks, whichever the wiser, whatever you prefer, our lives are in our hands, and that is the hope. And that is also the threat, notwithstanding the availability of the opportunities. We choose right, like I said, we get righteousness. We choose wrong, we produce evil, and there is no peace for the wicked. And so as the sun continues to shine in the United Kingdom, we continue to focus on what is right. We seek the truth. And as we seek to find the truth, we identify the essence, the elements, the properties of truth. And so we ask our question, what is the truth? You watch this video and watch with the rest of my videos. I have mentioned it consistently over and over in every topic and every aspect and every element of my discussion. Identifying the truth is being you and me as a species, as people, as individuals, male and female, black and white. We the people, we are the truth. And that is a revelation and the key to unlocking possibilities, guiding our choices. And so if we are the truth, then we assign values and virtues on our life. We choose respect over disrespect. We choose care over cruelty. We choose civility over savagery. Today, if you see different aspects of our lives, if you identify disrespect, if you discover treacheries, human wrong, human violence, if you see these things, you know these things are the product of our choice. If you see happiness, orderliness, you see freedom, prosperity, joy, happiness, it is also the product of our choices. It is a bad commentary, but also a positive, optimistic observation that if we can choose one thing or the other, and we are free so to do, then what we are left with is optimism, even in a world where pessimism can be justified, because we seem now to go along the path of loss, of treachery, of destruction. But the opposite can be the case. When we choose humanity, respect, valuing humanity, caring for ourselves, caring for one and other people, choosing respect, valuing our life, valuing the life of our people. In every enterprise we undertake, we inject these values, these precepts, these beliefs into our undertakings. And so this is the situation we have. In what I call the cultural economy, as part of our progress, we stand on the foot of what we now know as the cultural economy. We have mentioned this over and again. In what we know as cultural economy. Cultural economy is an aspect of progress. It's an aspect which unfortunately we have undermined, underestimated. Correctly also in terms of our progress. We have embarked on development in what I call the developmental economy, technology, the financial system, the market system, creation of wealth, building technology, designing and operating science, engineering, manufacturing. The list is endless. We have done so well on the plane of development as a function of progress in what I refer to as the developmental economy. But we haven't so done well in what I also call the cultural economy as a component of our progress. So our progress is one-legged. It stands on development. It has ignored culture. And so we are a society making progress on one leg. So when we walk, when we move, we limp. We don't run, we don't balance, we produce sociological or even social or societal malfunction. Because the one leg is working, the other one is broken. The cultural leg or progress is broken, the developmental is strong and moving forward, and because we ignored our cultural elements of progress, we are producing a malfunctioning society. A dysfunctional world of wars, disrespect, or violence, all the bad things are happening. We are using progress, which is a product of development. We are using this instead of for peace, instead of using development for peace. We are now using development for war. Instead of building, we are destroying. Instead of love, we practice hatred. In terms of health, we produce diseases. Instead of food, we produce hunger, famine. Instead of joy, we are sad. Instead of happiness, we are miserable. Because we neglected humanity as the fingerprinting to produce the cultural economy we need. Leave a comment below, let me know your thoughts. In this segment, I have consistently mentioned this because it is at the core of this program. It's at the core of my choosing to use YouTube to discuss what issue I consider to be fundamentally important. And so thank you so much coming around, stopping by, watching this video. If you have watched it, share with family and friends, leave a comment below, and let us talk about people, let us talk about things, talk about development, material development, talk about humanitarian development. We talk about development, we talk about culture, cultural progress, developmental progress. And let us discuss peace. Let us consider what is now happening in the Middle East with war between Israel and Gaza. Regardless who we think is right or wrong, warfare is wrong. War does not create peace. It is an emergency and the undertaking, a signal that our society is broken and we have failed so far. And there cannot be any prospect at all until we come to our senses to learn that our culture is missing from our progress. Our development is thriving. In the end, failing. In the end, destroying itself. In the end, on the projection of failure, of self-destruct. What is more important than development? It is our culture. It's our cultural economy, because it is the seed we sow for healing, to influence our thoughts and beliefs, to produce requisite resources to manage our affairs more effectively that we are currently undertaking. Every aspect of our progress is hurting in spite of our hard works, in spite of our beliefs, trust. We seem to go increasingly down the drain. We seem to be running out of time. Life seems to be taking us over. We are supposed to be on top of our briefs, on top of our occasions, on top of our enterprises, on top of our world. And yet As I speak, we seem to be overwhelmed by our own existence. We seem to be wasting away. Nature seems to be taking the advantage, the better of us. Time is running out. We are growing older. With the best of technology, with the best of research in science and engineering. If you climb below, if you know, there are researchers looking at the prospect of aging, slowing aging, stopping aging, reversing aging. Researchers doing their works to discover the practicality, the reality of the prospect of regenerative health. If you chop your hands all off, it grows back. That's regeneration. This is real. This is exciting. This is what we are able to do. I'm a Christian. I'm African. The Europeans took Christianity into Africa during colonialism, when Africa became part of the European Empire. In my country, British and their imperial hegemony came to my country, drew the map, named our country, introduced Christianity. And so I became a believer in God, the Christian God. I'm an Anglican. Anglican, the word Anglican comes from the word Anglo. Anglo means English. People comment below, say I am right or wrong about the meaning of Anglo. We live in an age of information, of knowledge. If you comment below, let me know if Anglo means English. So Anglican means the faith of the English people and the English country, introduced by the British in my country, in Africa, which, in my opinion, as a Christian, as an Anglican, in my country, as an African, from Africa, living in the United Kingdom, in England, I'm so grateful to the English for introducing Anglicanism in my country, and I'm so proud to be an Anglican, the church of my country, an equivalent of the Church of England, which now in the UK where I live, I'm proud to be a member of the Church of England. When I'm in Africa, in my country, as an Anglican, I'm happy to be a member of my church. We believe in life after death. Personally, I believe if scientists do a good thing, God will approve of it. If scientists invent or discover immortality, God will approve of immortality as a scientific method, as a medical program and instrumentation to bring life back into existence. When you die, when I die, if scientists, if clinicians can find their ways, and I believe this will happen, because I believe scientists will be able to do research, scientists will be able to succeed in achieving resurrection, achieving also regeneration. If you die, if somebody cut your neck, your head on. It can grow back within seconds. So if you die for 3 seconds, you will come back to life. That is fantastic. That is progress. That is science. That is development. As part of it. I know some people listening will be saying something like, "Are you trying to play God?" Yes, we are. And it is not an offense. Because God allows us, gave us permission to play God. If that is the right expression. We are creators. We are made in the image of God as creators. We create cars, we build streets, we build houses, we manage our environment, we live with nature, we manage our world. And without apart from war, these are actually things even God approves. So the idea of immortality, living for life, I mean, slowing down aging, stopping aging, reversing aging. So if you are 90 years, you're 100 years, you can come back 20 years because it's yours. And then you enjoy the elixir of life technology. Elixir of youth with their life technology. You are young forever, not wondering and don't worry about aging. And if you grow old and die, you know the next generation will bring you back to life. So there is time in this life and in the next. There is a reason for hope. There is a reason to shun despair. We are entitled to shunning this despair. We are qualified to embrace hope. And that is the source of our optimism, of our happiness. And that's what I'll talk about. And we can achieve great wonders, especially when we revisit our roots, especially if we focus on our cultural economy. Now that we have conquered the plain, or on the verge of totally conquering the aspect of our development in terms of our progress. We have nanotechnology, we have robotics, the artificial intelligence, we have 3D printers, to mention but a few. Sky, therefore, is the limit in terms of technology, in terms of science, in terms of engineering. Our politics is here to stay. We have the power and the capacity to clean our world, to clean our sports, to clean our politics, and embrace the new cultural economy, the new developmental economy, on our way to perpetual progress. Leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts about life, which is what the sun, the moon, the winds, the rains, the cold, the warm, the fire, the snow, the water, all the elements of life representing our progress, our prospects. This is why we are happy to celebrate our summer, mixing and mingling with different people on the streets of London. beautiful spaces, endless wealth. In a world where sometimes people believe in poverty, when poverty is not supposed to occupy a world, we need the world we have inherited, a world of peace, a world of joy. We are to come clean and face the truth, because our truth is here to stay. Our function during summer, as we see in this United Kingdom, we celebrate this experience, the work, the sweat, the fruits of our labor, technology, the market system, the wealth we create, the health we provide, the society we build, the estate we produce and inherit, the culture we celebrate, the customs we practice, the God we believe, and the vision to see a world, a future of prospect, of prosperity, our lives in our hands, and God is on our side. I make proclamations as a Christian that if we fail, God will succeed. As a Christian, succeed when we fail and succeed when we succeed. It is a win-win for everyone. Everyone who calls upon the name of the Lord will be saved. Whether you are Christian, whether you are Muslim, Jew, whether you are a Jew or a Gentile, everyone is a child of God. The doors are open. If you knock at the door, if you call upon the name of the Lord, He will answer your prayers. If you do what is right, if your thoughts, if your intentions are good, and you do what is right, like what we see in medicine, as we see in technology, architecture, as we see in the way we manage our environment, if you do what is right, respecting nature, and expecting what is good from our activities, whether we are sailors, whether we are buyers, whether we have money, whether we have nothing, we are part of the global economy, we are part of the local economy. Our story is our joy. As we continue on this concept, as we practice what we preach, we stay true to ourselves. Whether we're students, whether we are experts, whether we are teachers or leaders, we are all in this together. And this is an opportunity I have undertaken to discuss with my audiences. So continue watching, stay tuned. I'm so happy that you came. Whether you are many, whether you are few, I'm so also grateful to People who work day and night produce technology. Enterprising individuals who work tirelessly to make our world a better place, producing a platform such as you find with the social media, you find with YouTube, TikTok. If there is evil, or if there are evils occurring in social media or main media or any part of the world, humanity are responsible. The world is our heritage. If you see evil, if you hear evil, if you speak evil, then it is your doing. Because you choose the wrong way. You choose disrespect. You choose violence. You choose ignorance. You achieve diseases, poverty, and self-destruction. And as you choose wrong, you can also choose right by finding the truth. Ignorance is the mother of all disrespect, misfortune, the mother of all destruction. If you know the truth, you are the answer to the ultimate question. Which way do we take towards the peaceful world we see? Which way? The way of the truth. How do we identify the truth? To repeat the point I already made. We find the truth in who we are. We talk so much about individualism. We were serious about individualism. If we were determined to find the truth in ourselves, in our life, we become righteous. We begin to do the right thing. We begin to prosper. We begin to become students. As we teach ourselves, as we learn new things, become wise. And we become useful members, following the right path of the truth. We the people are the truth. Not the aliens, not demons, not animals. We are the deciding factor. We decide how the story ends. It is us. And that is a prospect to produce a lot of excitement as we celebrate summer. A season of light, a season of brightness, a season of warmth, comfort, celebration, a season of rest from our works, from our duties, taking holidays, and saying thank you to every good thing, and saying no to every wrong thing, as we choose the path of righteousness, as we walk toward peace. Like I said previously, I started this program talking about the cost of living crisis. I have said there consistently that the cost of living crisis was created by poverty. The cost of living crisis is a problem of income. What we get from our work, what we get from our families, from our friends, what we get from the state, as in welfare state, in what are also referred as welfare individuals. If you get your welfare from yourself, that you produce something called welfare individual. You also produce welfare communities. One or two people coming together with initiative to provide welfare, produce welfare community. It's ease away from welfare state. Welfare family, welfare community, welfare family. Family coming together to produce welfare for themselves. We produce welfare community, departing from welfare state. Welfare state was produced by the public sector under capitalism. In the West, in the East, people talk of socialism, people talk of communism, people talk of capitalism. Capitalism produces wealth for the few and not for the many. That leaves a gap where the few rich are getting richer. The many poor are getting poorer. That is what is happening in the modern world. That's what is happening with the cost of living crisis created by capitalism. And capitalism becomes a weapon of mass destruction because of what I call cultural violence, produced by ignorance, produced by human wrong, failing to value humanity, failing to develop self, failing to develop other people, producing a toxic cultural situation of injustice, of inequality, of greed, of cruelty or brutality. It is a practice producing the ultimate evil of our society, making any economic or political system inherently evil. And I say this, evil is the product of cultural failure. And when cultural failure means we fail to value our life and the life of people we live with, which is why you find in a country like Britain where I live, there is the chronic inequality produced by the evil of capitalism, which capitalism becoming evil because humanity has become evil. The opposite is the case. We choose culture, we choose cultural economy, we produce cultural economy, we produce justice and righteousness. We begin to influence capitalism to become a product of righteousness as opposed to evil. So, cost of living is a product of evil, produced by an evil system, produced by an evil people. People who have lost their ways, not knowing who they are, not knowing what their priorities are, created, accessing power, using power for evil other than using power for righteousness. We produce righteousness by accessing a cultural economy, producing cultural economy, valuing our life, valuing the life of other people. And this is a realistic and a determinate prospect. And it's a source of celebration, it's a source of good news. With or without the cost of living crisis, if we begin to do the right thing, producing justice and equality and fairness and peace ultimately, we will not have the cost of living crisis. When we close down the public sector, we produce inequality. We produce welfare system. We destroy the healthcare system, we destroy the welfare system. Our employment, which is in the UK the primary source of income for people who are of working class. These are people robbed of justice in terms of employment, low pay, employment policy failure, all because the system of capitalism has failed. It has failed to be fair. It has failed to distribute wealth in a world of inequalities. A world where we swim in wealth on the streets, shown by the level of wealth on display on the street. Expensive cars, classic cars, beautiful cars, beautiful people, singing, dancing, celebrating, happy, but it is temporal. It is temporal. It lacks eternity. It is short-lived. Everyone on the street, whether you're selling or buying, in the end, you have to answer the ultimate question. Who do you think you are? You're special. You are perfect. You are wonderful. You are human. You are a person. You are the best. And you have to put this into your head and change the way you think, to change the way you believe, to change the way you act, the things you do, the things you value, what you prioritize, what your priorities are. And then you become the number one priority, valuing yourself, valuing the people you live with, taking care of yourself, taking care of other people. The people in power in Britain, in politics, in the economy, running the economy, managing the wealth and power of this country, are wicked because they don't know their culture. They don't understand the concept of cultural economy. They have failed to bring peace. They are not fit to govern. They are not fit to rule. So are we, who are out of power. Because in this approach, in this world, in this society, in this economy, we are all in it together. Whether you are rich, whether you are poor, whether you are in power, whether you are out of power, we are humans. We have to value our life. We have to value the life of people who are in power, people who are out of power, people who are rich, people who are poor, people who live in palaces, people who live on the streets. We are all in this together. We are humans. We have to respect ourselves. We have to respect other people, regardless what we have or what we don't have. Whether we have food on the table, whether we lack drink of water, drinking water, whether we cannot access our medicine, whether we struggle to travel on public transport, whether we cannot access healthcare emergency services like ambulances, fire, the police, the military. We are all in this together. The key to our progress, the key to our recovery is to discover who we really are. We are the people, we are the ones to be prioritized. Today you have temples in the city, you have temples on the streets, the market temple. You have people who worship wealth, who worship anything else except valuing humanity. valuing themselves, valuing other people, setting the wrong priority. We live in a world of corruption. We think wealth is the answer to our problem. Yes, we are right, but we are wrong because we make wealth a priority over people. As simple as that. That is the meaning of cultural economy. Prioritizing wealth over people, but choosing people first our cultural merit, our cultural priority, our cultural providence. Because that is what we inherit. That is what we are to produce peace, to produce happiness, to deal with the cost of living crisis once and for all. The government of the United Kingdom has failed. Whether you are the Conservative, whether you are the Labour Party, because politicians do not understand the value of humanity. They do not understand the concept of cultural economy. Every politician, every ruler of this world, the royal family, the King of England, are lost because they do not know the precept of cultural economy. Cultural economy is the key to peace, the key to succeed. Which education should begin at the top from the King of England from the members of the royal family, the Prime Minister, the Minister, the members of Parliament, all the CEOs of our society, whether you are an investor, whether you are an entrepreneur, whether you are self-employed, whether you are a volunteer, whether you are engaged in apprenticeship, whether you are paid or you are not paid, whether you earn a salary or you are on welfare benefit under welfare state. We are all in this together. Our priority is discover the truth. You are we are humanity, we humans, we the people are. We value our life, we value the life, we respect ourselves, we respect other people. And that is what unlocks the power of cultural revolution, the roadmap to peace. I believe this is the key, the master key. We have fought wars. We have conducted theater of economic conflict, political conflict, cultural conflict. We have practiced racism. We have practiced peaceful, campaigns, environmental campaigns, and we are failed because we are failed to prioritize humanity. As soon as we change our priority, we change the way we think about people. We focus on learning, on becoming students. Doesn't matter how old you can be, 100 years, 200 years. The sky is the limit. This is just the roadmap to peace, the highway to our glory, the prospect of our peace, the source of our peace and joy. We can do this, we will do this, because you see, we are humans. We don't fall down and remain down. We stand up and walk again. We, the people, have the last say. We don't just die. Death is the beginning. With or humanity, with or without humanity. If humanity fails, then God will be our last final answer. But if we provide the answer, God will validate it. I'm a Christian. I know what I'm talking about. I'm human. I also know what I'm talking about. And I am supposed to be listened to because I know the truth. The truth is me. The truth is you. If you are a human being, you are the truth. This is your estate. This is your destiny. This is your inheritance. Take it or leave it. True leaders know the truth. True leaders take the courage to speak the truth. The truth is inside you. You are the truth. You are human. You take charge. You are a leader. You don't sit and wait to be told what to do. You take initiative. This is the message. This is an opportunity for us to start all over again. I have used the problem, the crisis of the cost of living crisis to illustrate the prospect and the outlook of humanity and of our society. We have discovered wealth. We have discovered technology. We play politics. We fought. We won. We lost. We had the world wars. We face crisis, COVID-19, and now the cost of living crisis, financial crisis, inflation, interest rates in havoc, homelessness. Privatization, nationalization. We are pained because we have overlooked the truth, over the truth. We pass on by. On the other side, we leave aside the truth. We pursue vanity. We look for things out there. We surpass the essence of our prospects, our prosperity, you name it, we have it in control. We have found ourselves. We have found our freedom. We have seen the light of summer. Rain or shine. This is our world. This is our heritage. This is our truth. This is our belief. This is our liberty. In our roadmap to peace, the pathway to freedom, discovering the truth, looking at our life, looking at our history, our peace, our prosperity, the market system, whether it is capitalism, whether it's socialism, communism, we are the people, we are all in this, we are in this together, we are all in this together. And we say this with one voice, we contemplate, we elevate, we pursue in vain, looking over our shoulders on the run, no peace for the wicked, passing on by on the other side, failing to acknowledge, failing to see, to elevate the truth, to know it, to embrace it, to inherit the truth, us the people, we the people, the prospect, the project, the precept, the functioning of humanity, respect for self, respect for others, no malice, no manipulation. And what we have is the key, the master key to conquer diseases, to conquer ignorance, to live in prosperity, rich or poor, to walk on the pathways of opportunity, to liberate our souls, to produce our light, to proclaim our righteousness. This project, we stand to celebrate with summertime, the life of summer in the UK. Leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts, what you think about this program. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, support it in whatever way you can. Leave a comment. It's so important that you leave a comment to share. This is a profound project. It's a good project. It's a work in progress. I'm so grateful to YouTube infrastructure, technicians, politicians, economists, financiers. I'm super happy, super grateful that I endeavored to make this material, and it is a source of our encouragement, a source of our entertainment, a source of our communication, talking to one another, linking up with one another across the globe, and waiting upon God and waiting upon our leaders, upon our followers, our families, our communities. And so we started this story on this occasion, looking at the summertime, the summer life in the United Kingdom, linking this with a topic for the decade. Over the years, we have been talking over and over about the cost of living crisis, and I've been producing videos. You watch this video, watch it with the rest of the videos. I've been talking about the cost of living crisis, linking it with the wider issue of politics, economy, and looking at our society, technology, and our legal system, in our environment, how we grow our food, how we produce our energy, and how we design our public policies, issues of privatization, and issue of social infrastructure, welfare system, and development, and all sorts of things. We have been talking about it throughout this program, throughout the videos, and we have been asking questions, providing insights, and the ultimate answer, like I said, is looking at our progress in a more holistic way, looking at the developmental economy, looking at the cultural economy, developmental economy, including politics, economy, our market system, and technology, everything we know, transportation, housing, medicine, research, science. The list is endless. Whether we fight, whether we love, whether we hate, that is our cultural system. Whether we value our life, whether we don't value it, whether we prioritize our humanity or we prioritize other things. There are people in the world who would fight to death to promote animals, which is okay. But let us fight to life, protecting humanity, because our story is a story of life, a story of success, a story of winning. The moment we discover the pathway to the truth, what is right, doing what is right. We cannot do what is right without knowing the truth. And now that we have known the truth, we being the truth, the people being the truth, making our life, ourselves a priority, and the life of other fellow humans, and the aliens who visit us will also acknowledge us, because if we respect humanity, even the aliens visiting will have respect. Disrespect is the mother of all evil, and we have discovered the truth, and the truth will set us free when we pursue the truth. And my prayer is that we do this together as a family. Go away and watch this video, celebrate this video, share with family and friends, leave a comment below, subscribe to my YouTube channel, give a shout out if you're a YouTuber. And I know a lot of YouTubers give a shout out in relation to this video, in relation to this channel. And thank you so much. I will certainly see you in the next video. And go away and have a nice meal. Celebrate your life in sickness or in health. Thank you. Bye bye. Good evening, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is David Okun, and welcome to the summer time in the United Kingdom. Living in summer in the United Kingdom. This is a time when people come together to enjoy the weather, to enjoy the sunshine, beautiful spaces, people coming together to enjoy what is summer in the United Kingdom, in Europe,